Don't forget to check out and grab your copy of our 2 newly released books, Football, a Love Story, and What Did Football Teach Me? These books feature over 100 stories from current and former coaches, players, executives, and entertainers from across the football landscape, describing what got them involved in the game, what they love about it, and what life lessons the game taught them. You can find your copy or order your copy from our website at footballgameplan.com/books. Looking at some keys to victory for both teams in this ball game, starting with Kansas City, they have to make the Patriots' defense account for every quadrant on the field. I think Kansas City does a great job offensively in attacking every place on the football field in their passing game. They can run east and west. They can go north and south. They throw everywhere on the football field, like I mentioned. If they can make the Patriots cover the entire field, I think it bodes well for their chances offensively. And this offensive line has to communicate because they're facing one of the more unique defensive fronts in all of football. I think the Patriots do a great job in confusing offensive blocking assignments. If they're not communicating up front, Alex Smith will be in trouble back there in the pocket. And taking advantage of the defensive stops that they can get against New England, their defense matches up very well versus the Patriots. And when they get those defensive stops, they have to make sure offensively they're able to put points up on the board and they can ultimately win the game. And for the Patriots in this ball game, the second level pass defense I think will have to excel. Kansas City does a great job in attacking your intermediate pass defense, and if those backers and safeties at times are not able to effectively cover, Kansas City can gash them throwing the football. And I would ease Julian Edelman into the game plan. I know he says he's healthy and 100% and is ready to go full tilt, but I don't think so coming off an injury. You want to ease him into the game plan, move him around the formation, give him those short passes, and allow him to get worked up into the game as far as taking hits and running his routes against his coverage, and that way he can be even more successful as the game progresses. And keeping the Chiefs spread out defensively, I think, is one way and a big way they can neutralize that pressure coming from that 3-4 defense. You want to expand that defense, widen those gap responsibilities and those rush lanes, and therefore you can be able to easily diagnose where that 4th or 5th guy is coming from. And we know Tom Brady does a great job in being able to figure out what a team is doing later on in the game. If they can keep that defense spread out, it bodes well for their chances to win this one. I like New England in this ball game. I think overall this one will be a great matchup. I think both defenses will come ready to play. I think this will be a low-scoring game, but in the end, you have to trust Tom Brady with his number one option in Julian Edelman and also Rob Gronkowski, as opposed to the Chiefs missing their number one option at receiver in Jeremy Maclin. I think that'll make them one-dimensional throwing the football, and that's just easier for the Patriots defense to defend. So I think New England moves on to the AFC Championship game.
All right, so we have the Chiefs and Patriots in a very interesting game. Here's why. These are two teams on opposite ends of the spectrum. The Chiefs, they suffered a major injury in Jeremy Maclin's high ankle sprain. He's not likely to play this week. You look at the Patriots, they're getting healthy at just the right time. That bye week was really good for them. My X factor for the Patriots is going to be just getting off to an early lead. Tom Brady and the offense, on their first drive, they need to get a score, and they need to score a touchdown. They need to follow that up with a 3-and-out and come back and score another touchdown. Force the Chiefs to have to pass the football, be one-dimensional, and that one dimension be something that they're not really going to be able to do with guys like Albert Wilson and Chris Conley at wide receiver, along with Alex Smith at quarterback. He's played really well this year, but I don't think that he's equipped to win a shootout against an offense like Tom Brady and the Patriots. They're scoring at will against most teams. So that's a good thing for the Patriots. They need to get off to an early start. That's the X factor for them. As far as the Chiefs are concerned, my X factor for the Chiefs is going to be the pass rush. And it's a combined effort. They're going to need to get that interior pressure, push the pocket back in Brady's face. They'll also need to get that pressure from the outside. As far as the interior pressure is concerned, they could use some stunts and twists along the defensive line to figure out ways to trick the Patriots offensive line and get that quick pressure on Tom Brady, not allow him to step up in the pocket and throw the ball downfield to guys like Rob Gronkowski. Another way to get that interior pressure is going to be A and B gap blitzing with Derek Thomas, a very athletic linebacker. They'll also need to combine that with getting a press on the receivers at the line of scrimmage, disrupt the timing. The Patriots offense is all about timing. Marcus Peters Rookie of the Year defensively, was my top rookie coming into this season as far as the corners are concerned. He's very well equipped to press. You have Sean Smith as well. If they can disrupt that timing at the line of scrimmage along with that pass rush, they have a chance to win this football game and maybe force Tom Brady to make some bad throws with the football, possibly get some interceptions. I don't think the Chiefs are going to be able to win this football game. I have the Patriots winning 42-17.
The divisional round of the playoffs features a number 1 overall pick versus an all-time great, with Alex Smith and the Kansas City Chiefs playing against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Now for the Chiefs, they have to continue doing what they've been doing. They've forced a bevy of turnovers over the last 11-game winning streak, and that should continue against the Patriots if they want any chance of winning in Foxborough. For the Patriots, you have to protect Tom Brady by doing smart things, getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and on the defensive side of the ball, putting pressure on Alex Smith. As we know, he isn't a guy who likes to take a lot of chances. Let's put pressure on him. Now, as far as guys who have been very helpful so far, it's been the offensive line members for the New England Patriots who are rookies. Those guys have stepped up big this year and made big impacts. For Kansas City, it's no surprise who my guy is from the 2015 class that has done a good job for Kansas City. It is Marcus Peters, who is the best cornerback out of that 2015 class. Things that they need to look for in this upcoming draft once everything's said and done. I think that Kansas City really needs to continue to bolster their receiving core. Jeremy Maclin's been a nice addition, but getting him some help, a running mate for Alex Smith or any quarterback who's playing there in the future to throw to would be helpful. And as far as the Patriots concerned, getting stronger on the back end in the secondary. They've lost a lot of pieces over the last few years, so they need to really attack that with that first pick, the second round pick that they have this year. My final score in this one, although Kansas City has been rolling like a train through the night, I think that the Patriots will get them in this one. A close one, 24-21.